Anything you see in these videos is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing you see in these videos should be tried at home.
What's up, everybody? It's Cameron from CC Pyrotechnics, and per request, I'm going to do another DIY firework rebuild. Feel free to leave any comments on this video. I'm happy to take any new requests for video ideas. So I got two 500 gram oil shot cakes. First, you just want to take the tops off. Then I'd locate your fuse. Make sure you don't cut down that side first. You're not cutting your fuse in half. One thing you want to do is take the holes so your powder doesn't fall out. Right out of this type of one if possible. I didn't bring any cardboard in here, so I'm going to pause the video to get some cardboard. But what we're going to do is, once we get the cardboard, we're going to set up a fan. Probably not do it. I think maybe 5 each row, maybe 4. I think it's going to go out to make it even. But let me go get some cardboard, and I'll be right back. Alright, so off camera, I cut out some pieces of cardboard. Like I said, we're making a fan out of this one. So you want to take one that has the fuse that's already in it and put it on the far right. That's where you're going to start the cake at. But first we're going to start in the middle. Move these out of the way here. We'll start right here in the center. Take a hot glue gun. You kind of want to leave your existing holes. You may have to puncture some new ones, but leave your existing holes straight up. And just run some glue. Don't have to be a whole lot. Make sure it's centered and make sure your base is at the very bottom of the cardboard, because you want your tubes sitting on the ground because they've got so much force that if they're, you know, a ½ inch off the bottom of the cardboard, it's not going to have much height when it shoots off. And what I like to do is just lay them out after I do that first one to get an idea about where I'm going to put the rest. And just make sure you're staying on the bottom here. Let me reload this. Sometimes it's easier to pull this excess off. I've learned that using hot glue gun is the best way to go. I've used super glue in the past. And it's just a lot easier to use a hot glue gun, and it's easier to just continue to load it instead of having to go buy new tubes every time you run out of super glue. Alright, So this is going to be our first roll. We'll set this to the side and come back to it. So you want to get you some kind of sharp object and make sure it's something like brass or something like that that doesn't spark, because you don't want to use this, but whatever. I know I'm sitting there telling you not to, and I'm doing it, but just to be safe, you want to use anything brass, that way it doesn't spark and cause one of these to go off. But you're just going to poke a hole right there on the side. Let's see what kind of use this fuse. You want to hear a crunch that lets you know that you're in the powder. So if you go too low, there's clay or some sort of stopper on these that if you go, you stick it in that, obviously there's no powder, so it's just gonna die out. It's not gonna continue to go down the line like it's supposed to. So poke your big enough hole, fuse down in there. You may have to cut. I've got to use a bigger screwdriver. There you go. We'll kind of go on the edge. Oh, wait. Create the least amount of distance for that fuse to travel, and of course it's going to travel faster. I mean, obviously if you're using quick fuse, it's not going to matter, but I don't think these pink ones or orange ones, whatever color they are, they're not too fast. I think they're a little bit. I don't know what they are, to be honest with you. Oh, shit. And ream out these holes. Cut those. If it's got a boogered up end, you want to cut it. Remember, you're just getting in there and you want to feel for that powder. You'll hear it crunching around in there. There we go. And there, and there. And we'll set the second one. Actually, get ahead of myself. You want to tape or glue so these don't come out. And sometimes when they shoot off, the blast will knock the fuse out. Then it's just not going to continue on. And it'll be just sitting there, wondering what's going on. Final step is to wrap it. So what I like to do is take aluminum foil, place on top, And as you can see, I'm about out of tape. I usually kind of tape down the sides, but I ain't gonna have enough to even probably even finish this, so we'll just kind of hold it down. And then off camera, I just cut out little templates here, or whatever you want to call it. All this is craft paper. You can about use any kind of paper, it don't really matter. And then you're just gonna try to be stingy with this tape. Tape down the corners. So I ran out of tape, but that's pretty much done. I'd probably go around the top edge a little bit more, but it'll be okay. So that's it. We'll shoot it tonight. That's what it looks like.